done. Well, it's almost done.
I would say it's 99.9% finished. But then again, I'm using the word finished lightly to begin with because we're kind of just getting started on the whole skatable side of it, you know? The workshop side is coming along beautifully. I finally got the CNC machine completely 100% set up and assembled. I have a couple really minuscule details I have to add, like I have to install the put the regulator onto the tank, and then the biggest thing that I got is this air compressor that I needed for the plasma table. That's why I say it's done, but it's not done, you know, a bunch of little stuff now. A couple videos back, I was talking about how I needed a longer hose to go from the CNC router to the dust collector, and as you can see, I got a big one right there. This thing moves, you know, it can go all the way that way, it can go all the way back, but this is the farthest point, which is why I had it here to route that tube there. It has to be free to move so it can suck while it moves at the same time. Pretty much exactly similar to how that goes up and over, because the plasma cutter also goes around the whole table, you know? While I am extremely excited and honestly proud of myself for, you know, essentially converting the shop and turning it into this dream workshop, I want to save the grand tour, the garage is finally done video until it's actually finally done, like all those little nitpicky details are done, set up, but in the meantime, I want to skate. The only thing is that it is a hot day outside, so I'm gonna try opening a bunch of doors and windows to get some cross ventilation. Now that we have a door here, I might as well open this, and then I've been using these to kind of prop it open. Just a little something like that. Open some of the windows too. I'm trying to get as much like cross flow as possible. I guess I didn't really even realize that all of these windows open. Ew, nasty. Oh, these ones don't have screens, so I definitely have to remember to close these when I'm done. Oh, let there be air. I think there's one more over here. I'm gonna leave this one closed just for obvious reasons. This one, on the other hand, can... Oh, come on. Oh, there it goes. Damn, these windows kind of look like they've seen better days, but maybe we save that for another day. Damn, even just walking around, it feels way less musty. Wow, really? You opened windows and the must went away. You never would have thought. And then I'm still trying to figure out how this fan works best. If I want to blow the air in and like through the garage, or if I want to turn it around and kind of suck all of the air out. I don't really know. I usually have it set up like this, blowing in, because then when I'm standing over there, when I'm skating the stairs and the rail, it's just blowing me with blow. It's okay. It's keeping me cool. Even though the outside air is hotter, it's just the fact that it's blowing me feels good. You know what I'm trying to say, right? I can't imagine that the audio is gonna sound good for right now because I want to do my stretches right in front of the fan. Today's the first day that I haven't run in the morning since doing my 75 half chub challenge. The first 6 days I've done my first workout of the day, which has been running, except for one day I took the mountain bike out, and I started really enjoying it, but today was a chore day. It's already 3 p.m. when I'm starting this video. Had a bunch of just either A, personal stuff, or B, stuff that I didn't want to, you know, film, because I do have a life outside of YouTube every now and then, but unfortunately that means I haven't done my first workout of the day. I figured skating can be our first workout of the day. There's no point in running first and then getting all tired and sore and then skating. The only downside is that I'm pretty sure it's over 100 degrees right now. Yeah, it is 101 degrees right now. The high is supposed to be 102 in the next hour. That's why I like doing it in the morning usually. Oh, it feels good to stretch though, I can tell you that much. Oh. All right, it's go time. I've been skating the garage a ton since installing the stairs and the rail, but I haven't been skating the stairs, only the rail. I thought maybe today, because my legs aren't all clapped out from a morning run, I still have some pep in my step. Maybe we try to skate my arch nemesis. We try to skate stairs today. If these can count as stairs, it's a very small 4-stair. These goddamn switch ollies though, I can't skate switch. All right, how hard can this be? I'm probably gonna run into the camera, but that's fine. There it is. Switch 180. Oh my god! I feel like a newborn baby deer when I try skating switch. All right, I'm gonna try something that's probably gonna be a little bit embarrassing. Obviously, with YouTube videos, I have the glory of being able to edit something out if it takes me 2 hours to land it. But for research and authenticity purposes, we're gonna try something. Very basic skateboarding tricks. I'm saying kickflip, heel flip, tray flip. I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves here. Let's try kickflip, heel flip, and tray flip. But I'm gonna show every attempt. It's a 4-stair, so I don't think it'll. I'm not even gonna say anything. That's all it is. I gotta start getting more comfortable with stairs, man. This is the perfect place to learn. Okay. Oh god. I landed it first try. It wasn't good though. Let's clean that up. Pretty ugly. I don't get why my brain separates it as 2 separate things. Like a kickflip down this 4-stair should be the exact same thing as a flat ground kickflip. It's just not in my head. That one felt better. All right, we're doing statistics. I need dumb data to analyze this. Kickflip took 3 tries to land one that I liked, but I had a 100% success rate, 100% land rate. The first 2 just sucked. Let's go for heel flip. I think the last time that I heel flipped something, I was probably 9 years old, so this should take a while. Usually takes me like 3 tries to land a heel flip flat ground. Oh no, we're feeling good. We're feeling good, baby. Straight to the stairs, first try. Watch this. I'm going all in. God damn it. Why am I like that? Oh, I almost just landed primo. God, I hate heel flips. Okay. This really is the perfect stair set to learn stuff on because it's pretty damn small. But like you still get the satisfaction, like it still feels like you're skating stairs. That was the best heel flip I've ever done in my entire life. Heel flip, oh man, how am I gonna do this whole data thing if I can't even remember what I did? I wanna say that was 3rd try, right? How do I not remember? That was 30 seconds ago, how do I not remember that? Kick flip was 3rd try, the difference was I landed the first 2 just sketchy. Heel flip was 3rd try, and that 3rd heel flip felt good. Tray flip next. I'm trying to figure out like where to set up the camera, because I like this this straight on angle, but then I just plow into it. Yeah, that looks fine, okay. Good old tray flip. Old reliable. Yeah, good, great. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of thought that one was gonna be first try. Maybe that's why it wasn't. I overthought it, I jinxed it. Oh, what am I doing? 3rd try, 3 is my lucky number. Kickflip, 3 tries. Heel flip, 3 tries. Tray flip, 3 tries. Weird side tangent here, but I said 3 was my lucky number. I've talked about this, I think, the last time I talked about it was over a year ago. How like the meaning of my tattoo and my weird obsession with the number 3. I don't think it's as severe as to call it like OCD, but I mean, I don't know, maybe it's undiagnosed OCD, who knows. I'm super weird about the number 3. If I'm skating a big handrail, like something, one of those ones where it's like, it feels like life or death every time before you pop, I have to push 1, 2, 3 times, and if I don't, I have to start back over. My tattoo, which is a Celtic knot, which essentially, I mean, it has multiple different meanings, but my meaning of it is essentially everything happens for a reason. But my Celtic knot, as you can see, has 3 leaves, which was, it's just something about the number 3. It always has been. Obviously, at the end of the day, like all of that is only mental, but I think I've created this such a mental structure of the number 3 that like I subconsciously land things on the 3rd try much more than other tries because of that weird mentality behind it. Human brains are weird, man. Another routine that I've been getting into every time I skate the rail, whether it's on or off camera, is just to hammer out as many of the basic tricks as I can, but both frontside and backside. Just to help with consistency, help with muscle memory, and also just, I don't know, just to skate, obviously. So yeah, I'm gonna try to find a different camera angle to switch it up a bit, because I've been doing a lot of the same stuff on this rail. Let's go for 25 tricks. Did I say 20 or 25? Because I realized that 25 is not an even number, so I can't do front side and back side. But I did 24, which I'm hyped on. I do think that I'm a little bit biased for what I like to think are obvious reasons. Pretty goddamn cool to have that in my garage, you know what I mean? However, I really genuinely do think that it is one of the best rails I've ever skated. And like, obviously it's not a real handrail. Like it's very small and borderline not even a handrail. But that being said, it's fun. You go out and you skate an 8 or 9 rail out in the streets, and like you're risking injury whenever you skate, but you're risking a lot higher injury, or you're highly risking, you know what I'm trying to say? It's so mellow, it's so perfect, and I love it. That's what I'm getting at. Anyway, figured we might as well open up the rest of the skate park here. So I'm gonna pull the 240 out. All right, the skate park is open for business. You guys remember, where's my skateboard? Oh, it's over here. You guys remember in Tahoe, I mentioned wanting to get into the habit or the routine of doing a straight 8. How that does not look safe. This can only mean one thing. Much better, problem solved. Anyway, talk about consistency and habit and routine, which is a huge part of this whole 75 medium challenge. We're on day 7, by the way, it's going great. Well, obviously I want to focus on mental and physical habits and routines and healthy habits. I also want that to apply to my skateboarding life. And just consistency is something I really want to dial into my head. We're gonna give straight 8 a couple tries. I'm gonna start being less lenient with it and like having to do them all in a row, which is what like a real straight 8 is. I was already planning out how to say it in my head because that was first try. I was gonna be like, oh, I swear, like you won't be able to know it's first try because of the magic editing, but now it's not first try anymore. It's hard because the whole point of the straight 8, like I keep talking about, is to do, for those that don't know, a kick flip in every single stance and a heel flip in every single stance. But if you mess up one of those tricks, you have to start over from the very beginning. So you have to do them all in a row. So it's a really good exercise for consistency. It's just hard to film because like I always go out of frame. I guess I can just say, it's just like kind of far away because of the wide angle, but I guess I can crop in. I get like once I'll land the trick, I'll just speed it up so we don't waste too much time. This is hard. I thought we were gonna get a 3rd try again, but not this time. This is our 4th and final, well I guess it doesn't have to be final, but this is our 4th bottle for the day. So this will be our gallon, so we're on track for the challenge still. I'm hoping one day these tricks will start just clicking in my head, but it sure has taken a while. Nollie heel flip and switch kick flip are just my weakness. Why is this taking so long? Not to toot my own horn or anything, but that actually was one of the less ugly straight 8s I've done, which means we get to pat ourselves on the back. Progression. Oh man, I gotta get fresh air. Oh, it's not even nice out here. It's hotter out here. I'm roasting in there, even with the fan. The fan helps a lot though. I guess while we take a quick little breather out here, I want to ask you what you guys think we should do with this. I think I've talked about it before, and some people have given me some really cool ideas, but I posted it on Instagram today, and someone gave me an idea I hadn't thought of before. As of now, they're just 2 kickers. You know, you can throw a sheet of plywood on there, throw some skate light over it, and you have a perfect kicker, or 2 perfect kickers. At one point, I know I've showed you guys this a bunch, what those are actually from, because everything that you see here, any wooden obstacle that we have on the entire property, is all from version 1 of the skate park, which was the all wood outside sort of pump track thing that we had at the house in LA. Everything that you, okay, not the stairs actually, but this, those, the mini ramp, the A-frame rail, So all of that is recycled materials from version 1 of the skate park, which is great. Here you can see there was a ramp, there was a flat, and then there was another ramp. The flat we repurposed, I think, for the A-frame. I don't remember where that went, but it's somewhere over here. But these are the 2 up parts that I showed you guys. The original idea that okay, and part of the reason I'm bringing this up is for the millionth time, Keen Ramps is coming on the 20th of this month. So 13 days from the time of filming this, 12 days from the time you're watching it, I think. Originally, they had planned to build that wall ride that we had been talking about, where it shoots you all the way up to the roof there, which is still in the cards if we so desire. This little miniature version, the wall bash, I like to call it, is actually really growing on me because it gives you something to hit after the stairs. Long story short, when they come on the 20th, they're here for the day and they're down to knock out any project that we want to work on together. Whether it be the wall ride, whether it be a Euro gap up the 4-stair, whether it be making this, it can be anything. So I'm kind of trying to get a gauge of what we want to work on, and I'd like it to be something that I can't do myself, otherwise I can just do it myself. Originally the thought here was to disassemble one of these just so I can use the 2x4s, so to get rid of one of these, just picture one, okay? We build a flat section, kind of like there was originally, except maybe make it, I don't know, 6 feet long. These are all rough dimensions. I'd have to, you know, see what actually makes sense, but longer than just like a little pyramid. So say it comes out to there, right? So you have this ramp and you have this 6-foot flat. Now that I've been slowly adding to the fab shop, I want to get into metalwork and learn how to actually do stuff like that. I thought it could be a cool test of my ability to make a, I guess you'd call it a bump to rail, like one of those 90-degree rails. So if you're coming at it this way, there's going to be a rail on your left-hand side and a rail right in front of you, right? Because it goes boom, boom. You can choose to skate it like a kicker, so you pop up over the flat, over the rail, and land, you know, again, that's not going to be there, just land on flat ground. Or, that's why I want to make it longer, you can also pop up and grind the side rail there, pop over that way. So it's either a bump to bar or it's a bump to rail. I think that would be so sick. And that's what I had settled on in my head until someone in my DMs recommended like a rail gap. So picture not getting rid of one of these. We still have both of them, just scoot them apart so there's a bigger gap in the middle. And then obviously, like we'd use real like 2-inch tubing, not conduit, but let me use this for an example. Oh wait, actually this is gonna be better. This is almost the right size, even though it's PVC. Boom, just like that. Well, I mean, you know what I mean, right? Like that. And then this would be like there, except it'd be cut shorter, obviously. So it's like and then you could add like a pit of tarantulas at the bottom down beneath, so you have to gap over them or else you die. You see the vision though? So it'd be a gap to rail, and what I like about that idea is that you can hit it either way. You can get all that speed from the mini ramp extension, boost off this and skate it this way, or go down the driveway and skate it that way. Not to mention that would be easier. It'd be putting my non-existent fabrication skills to the test less, which means I have less of a chance of messing it up. Or, I mean, or we scrap it all together and build something else with the 2x4s. I guess that's the question, is what is next for the backyard skate park, because we got about 2 weeks to figure it out before the Keen guys come over and get started. You know what, I guess while we're on the topic of what's next for the backyard skate park, I'll tell you, I've kind of been keeping it a secret for YouTube reasons. I'll just tell you my plans. These are all subject to change. I'm more than open to hear what you guys have to say in the comments as well. Obviously nothing's permanent too. We can build and rebuild as many times as we want. Time and money are the only limitations here, so we can't go too overboard. Euro gap up the 4-stair. That is pretty much essential. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I want one. I'm thinking just a portable one though. So one that maybe connects to these first 2 stairs, it ends here, and you have a little 2-stair Euro gap. You can pick it up and drop it off in the side when you're not using it. I think that's something I can handle myself. So that way you can go boom, trick, boom, wall ride, boom, Euro gap. That needs to happen. This is all good. I love the mini ramp. I love the extension. I've talked about how I love having this open so you can zoom out that way. I think we're vetoing the giant wall ride for now. I think I'm going back on my word and I'm prioritizing this, which that is thanks to you guys. You changed my mind on that, so thank you. Over here, remember that terribly sketchy roll-in we made to skate this gap there? I want to do that, but do it properly. So go through and cut an actual roller and make it mellow, not just a connect a little roller. Maybe make it portable as well, so it doesn't get in the way of the coping if you don't want it to. Just so you can go roll in and skate that gap there, because that desk thing is portable. It's on wheels, so we can move it. That's pretty much it for this side of things. Here's where the fun stuff. I haven't told you guys about this idea yet. yet. This has to stay open to the dismay of many. I know a bunch of people are telling me just, oh, make the whole thing a skate park. Cool, but no, I've taken a really big interest in fabrication and I want to actually get better at these skills, and having a dedicated workspace is amazing. We moved the flat bar in here so when the 240 is gone, we can just pull it out and skate in here as you guys saw. Here's a cool idea I had recently that I think I'm gonna move forward with. This little bank. We've skated it in plenty of videos. You can do tricks to fakie, you can do tricks into it. It's nothing special, but it's fun. I wanna go through and bolt a rail to the, I'll just show you. This thing is so heavy. It doesn't really work right now because it has legs, but I think you'll be able to see the vision. Also see how these aren't touching the ground. Clearly this isn't level, so I'd have to do some measuring to make sure everything's touching the ground. Because originally I just wanted to use this exact rail and bolt it in, but I'd have to make some changes. I think you can see what I'm going for there though, right? Make it shorter, you know, probably have it end here and go to the end. We'd be taking off the legs because I'd bolt it straight in with concrete anchors into the ground, but then you would have this really cool bump to rail to back in, or you can still skate it as a regular flat bar from this driveway. I really want to skate it, but that is so unsafe with how much it moves. Yeah, that is asking for bad things to happen. Oh God. Can you see how springy that is? I think I'm having intrusive thoughts right now. I think I'm thinking of something. I think the fate of this beautiful, beautiful flat bar is in your hands right now. Again, I'm a little bit biased, but I do think this is one of the, I mean, not this location, but this flat bar in itself is so good. Little backstory on this thing so I can get you guys emotionally attached to a steel rail. Once we tore down version 1 of the skate park, which was the all wood version, and I got the concrete poured in the backyard of the LA house, I really wanted a flat bar. One of my favorite flat bars of all time was the barracks flat bar, like the portable one that, you know, the green one that everyone skated at the barracks. Pretty sure I got the measurements and it was 18 feet long and 1 foot tall. Believe it or not, it's actually a really crazy story how this came about. I was on OfferUp or Facebook Marketplace, one of the two, I forget, and I was just searching for skateboard rails, and I found this ad that was custom skateboard rails, and it was a metal fabricator dude that would make whatever rail you asked for, essentially. I told him I wanted an 18 feet long by 1 foot tall skate rail, and he's like, easy, I can get that made, done, and delivered to you today. And I was like, whoa, no way. But I was like, okay, like how much? Expecting it to be like, you know, $900, $1,000 just for, you know, it's a custom job. Steel's not cheap. Like, oh yeah, $300. I was like, what? That's insane. And he delivered it. He drove an hour to my house to deliver it. An 18-foot long flat bar delivered to me for $300. And it's not just like slapped together. Like it is very, very well built. I still talk to the dude on Instagram every now and then. Super talented fabricator. I'll tag him in the description of this YouTube video if I can find his Instagram. I want to say it's like full_throts, THROTZ. I'll see if I can find him. He added these braces for extra stability. The base themselves is great. You can see he even added little rectangle pedestals to the end of each leg there. Come back over here and the welds look good too. You got more of the brackets. Like it's a very, very, very well built rail. Now the reason that I say that the fate of this rail is in your guys' hands is because I really, really like it here. I also love the idea of recycling and using this. So what if I just go through with the initial idea? I just have to cut this rail and that scares me. I'm pretty sure I would have to take an angle grinder and cut off these brackets that he added in, and then I would have to go through and cut the feet themselves so they don't stick out, obviously, so that I could pull it over to probably right about there and then just bolt it straight into the concrete. No, see, because now I'm looking at it, and because those 2 feet are off the ground, what do I do about that? I mean, maybe if I just bolt these in, it'll suck it into the ground and almost bend the rail as it needs to be bent. Or maybe, hold on. We still have a little spring to it, can't see. That foot's planted on the ground, but the middle two just aren't because the ground here isn't level. So I guess it's up to you guys. I'm open to a project. We can start cutting and mutilating this rail and trying to get it to bolt into the ground and kind of be there as a permanent feature. Or we can keep it and just keep it as this portable rail, keep it in the garage, and I can just do my best to make my own rail. But I like the idea of modifying this one, I think. But is that disrespectful to the homie that made it, or is that cool to the homie that made it? I guess I could ask the homie that made it. Yeah, I mean, I guess I guess it's up in your guys' hands. If the majority says do it, I'm down to do it. Can't hurt to try. I think that'd be pretty sick. I say we repurpose it, but I'm open to hear what the comments have to say and why. A lot of ideas, a lot of figuring out to do, a lot of thinking. It's all fun stuff, man. They're fun projects to have for sure. Looking forward to hear what you guys have to say in the comments of this video. Appreciate everyone that watches the videos, that comments, likes, subscribes, all the YouTubey stuff I'm supposed to say. Channel members, I love you guys. I said last video we hit 50 channel members, which was huge. Feeling thankful lately, man. It is quite the life that I am privileged enough to live. So thank you all. Appreciate you guys watching. Catch you next video. Peace out.